Good evening, everyone. Welcome for coming here. I'm honored to be here in front of you and to speak with you. I also would like to thank some members of City Council of Lafayette, City Council John McCormick, and also Vice Mayor Wei Tai Kwok. Thank you and welcome for coming. Okay, so I have to be closer to the mic. If you don't hear me, please let me know. We are proud to provide hospice services to over 1,500 patients and also 35 patients within Lafayette. We have provided services for. The benefits that this kind of events and donors provide to us goes to special programs that we have. One of the special programs we have is the Veterans Program. The Veterans Program gives a special and um, I want to say very focused um, service to our hospice veteran patients. And also we have a full-time, because of the donation we get, we have a full-time veterans social worker who is dedicated to support our veterans. The other program we have is music therapy. Music therapy for we use it for our patients so that it helps with pain symptoms management and those kind of things. So all the donations we get from each of you and from our other donors is being used for this kind of events. I I am originally from Ethiopia, and in Ethiopia we do not have hospice. So my dad, when he passed away, he had to pass away from home for 8 months in ICU. The last few days of his life, he was in ICU in and out. So hospice is a very, very close to heart um, service for me because, and I've been in hospice over 10 years. I am the CFO. I don't do and help nurses, but patients, but I have learned to accept that what we do in the background supports our team in the front to come and take care of our patients and give the best care we can provide to our patients, and we take pride in that. We have been founded since 1977. We are the only nonprofit hospice in Contra Costa County, and we are just honored every day and proud every day to be able to serve our patients and to just see you come out and do this because it is an honor for us to do this. And I'm just overwhelmed to stand here tonight and be welcoming you. Thank you again for coming. And I'd like to welcome Vice Mayor Ware Taikwak. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rahel. Thank you so much for inviting me to be with you. My name is Wei Tai Kwok. I'm the Vice Mayor of Lafayette. Welcome all of you here. Um, it's a great opportunity tonight to remember some of the people that have passed away. And I thought of my own neighbor across the street, Eric Hone, who at the 85 had cancer, terminal cancer, and he availed himself of hospice services. And I must say that my own cultural tradition as a Chinese American growing up in Virginia, my parents, we never talked about death. It was a taboo subject that we fear death and we fear having this conversation. And so I'm grateful for the hospice movement in the last decades to tonight we'll light a light and to illuminate the value of hospice in our society so that we can, as we heard in Ethiopia, there's not that cultural tradition. And I think even in America, it's rather new. So for us to be able to prepare ourselves for the passing of a loved one, or if we as the survivors also have that support. I know that my neighbor across the street, that hospice services continue to call and check in on his daughter and grandchildren long after he's passed away. And they're very grateful for that. So thank you to the Hospice of East Bay for being one of the earliest nonprofit hospice providers in our community, and wishing you many more good years of your good work. And I'm looking forward to this evening. Thank you.
Down here the river meets the sea. In the sticky heat I feel you open up to me. Love comes in out of nowhere, baby, just like a hurricane, and it feels like rain. It feels like rain. Underneath the stars, right next to you. I'm wondering who you are, baby. How do you do? How do you do, baby? The clouds blow in across the moon, and the wind howls out your name. It feels like rain. It feels like rain. We ain't never gonna make that bridge tonight, baby, across Lake Pontchartrain. It feels like rain. It feels like rain. So batten down the hatches, baby, and wear your heart out on your sleeve. Looks like we're in for stormy weather, but you know that ain't no cause for us to leave. Just lie here in my arms and let it wash away all your pain. Feels like rain. Feels like rain.
Oh, you have it.
Oh,
I'll
well,
let
thank
you
you.
read it from there. Just close to
Yeah. Thank you for coming, everyone. I'm Katie Santos, the board president of the Lafayette Chamber, and I'd like to share an excerpt from a blog called Shipwrecked. As for grief, you find it comes in waves. When the ship is first wrecked, you're drowning with wreckage all around you. Everything floating around you reminds you of the beauty and the magnificence of the ship that was, but is no more. All you can do is float. You find some piece of the wreckage and you hang on for a while. Maybe it's some physical thing. Maybe a happy memory or a photograph. Maybe it's a person who's also floating. For a while, all you can do is float, stay alive. In the beginning, the waves are 100 feet tall and crash over you without mercy. They come 10 seconds apart and don't give you time to even catch your breath. All you can do is hang on and float. After a while, maybe weeks, maybe months, you'll find the waves are still 100 feet tall, but they come further apart. When they come, they still crash all over you and wipe you out. But in between, you can breathe. You can function. You never know what's going to trigger the grief. It might be a song, a picture, a street intersection, the smell of a cup of coffee. It can be just about anything, and the waves come crashing. But in between the waves, there is life. Somewhere down the line, and it's different for everybody, you find that the waves are only 80 feet tall or 50 feet tall. And while they still come, they come further apart. You can see them coming. An anniversary, a birthday, Christmas, or even landing at O'Hare. You can see them coming for the most part and prepare yourself. And when it washes over you, you know that somehow you will again come out on the other side. Soaking wet, sputtering, still hanging on to some tiny piece of the wreckage, but you'll come out. The waves never stop coming, and somehow you don't really want them to, but you'll learn that you'll survive them, and other waves will come, and you'll survive them too.
Thank you, Katie. It's a poem that I really appreciate, and as someone who is, my stepfather passed away this year, it does remind me of him every time. So it's my role and honor to read the names. What I will say is that I did practice them, but if anybody knows about names, they're all pronounced a little differently. And if I don't necessarily pronounce it the way it should be, try to hear it in the voice and in the way that you've always heard it. William Armstrong, Vera Bodatsky, Flash Branch, Kitty Brown, Harley, Pearl, Randy, and Michael Bootner, Betty and Mitch Campbell, Richard Carlson, Ross Carlson, Ginny Cowden, Ann Denny, Charlotte Detherow, Philomena Domingo, Victor Emmerich, Janet Emmerich, Hart Fairclough, Betty Fairclough, Jim Fitzsimmons, Armando and Aldo Gallinetti, Mary and Joseph Gallinetti, Daniel R. Gray, Hugh Groman, Guido, Mel and Diana Haas, Eric and Bridget Hone, T. Richard Hughes, Edward William Hunt, Betty May Hunt, Dawn Jenkins, Gladys Jester, Edward Frank Johnson, Merle L. Jocelyn, Tom and Bill Capsar, Paul and Della Capsar, James Kilpatrick, Josephine Kilpatrick, Jeffrey Marshall, Zane Malmed, Rita Menzies, Rosa Milota, Bob Mimiaga, Michael Mimiaga, Jim and Margaret Mitchell, Stephen Moore, Barbara Moran, John Moran, Hilda Ortega, Catherine Rickleff Phelan, Beverly Regan, Karen Rose, Dr. Robert K. Sandberg, Robert Selleck, Lorraine Selleck, Marcy Sponzili, Mary Vogel, John N. West, Thomas Witten, C. U. Wynn.
I tiptoed in the room. I know you got to have your rest. She says, come lay beside me. I haven't rested since you left. She's sweet to me, must be the luckiest man alive. Did I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life? First time that I saw you, you took my breath away. I might not make it to heaven, but I'll walk with the angels that day. She takes me by the hand. I am the luckiest man alive. Did I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life? Some may have the riches, some may have the worldly things. long as I have you, I treasure each and every day. Take me by the hand, I am the luckiest man alive. Did I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life? Did I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life?
Thank you, Frankie G. Truly appreciate it. And now it is my honor to present to you the Lafayette Tree of Lights. Well, the dogs like it. So what I always tell people is, as you look up onto the tree, pick a light and make that your light. And make that the person you are going to look at and think about every time you drive by and look at that light. Remember that person. And remember what that person meant to you and what their gift was to you.